The first thing a wannabe dictator needs to do is this.
We don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator.
You need to shut down dissent, and Trump is doing his best to do just that. Hey, wait, bring me back.
Trust me.
The latest from Daddy Cockwaffle is twofold. Trump is launching yet another attack on comedian Jimmy Kimmel and an authoritarian attempt to take over a network.
I laugh when people say, oh, you've got Trump derangement syndrome. I think if you're a reasonable person, you should have Trump derangement syndrome. Right. And by the way, I think he has derangement syndrome about us, too. The fact of the matter is, this is a dangerous person. This is a stupid person. And that's a bad combination. And I think what we're forgetting, I keep forgetting it, and I have to keep reminding myself, is he's not just running for president. He's running to stay out of prison.
Let's start with Kimmel. You remember this, right?
Jimmy Kimmel has been muzzled and taken off the air by his network ABC, who are buckling to and trying to appease the Nexstar media conglomerate, who have a lot of affiliates, and they threaten to preempt him at the suggestion of the SEC chair. This is government censorship.
The head of the FCC, obviously doing Trump's work, attacked Kimmel and threatened ABC and Disney to get Kimmel off the air, and it worked. Until it didn't. Trump tweeted this right after ABC pulled Kimmel and couldn't understand why so many people wanted him back.
Something happened between then and now because his audience is gone and his talent was never here. Why would they want someone back who does so poorly, who's not funny, who puts the network in jeopardy by playing 99% positive Democrat garbage? He is yet another arm of the DNC, and to the best of my knowledge, that would be a major illegal campaign contribution. I think we're going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative. A true bunch of losers. Let Jimmy Kimmel rot in his bad ratings.
And of course, ABC put Kimmel back on, and the world said, yes, we like Jimmy, and yes, we fucking hate Trump.
Look how many views Tuesday night's monologue already has. 6.7 million. That's over 25 times as large as the median Jimmy Kimmel video normally gets. And I was looking, it is by far the largest video in at least 6 months. So if Donald Trump's idea was to give Jimmy Kimmel more press and more viewership, he absolutely did so. Of course, I don't think that is what Donald Trump intended to do.
But now Trump is lashing out at Kimmel again. Last night, after Kimmel mocked Trump's poll numbers, criticized his move to host a murderer for dinner at the White House, that being MBS, who orchestrated the savage murder of Washington Post reporter Jamal Khashoggi, and of course, Trump's continued reluctance to release the Epstein files, well, Tiny Fingers freaked out and tweeted this.
Why does ABC fake news keep Jimmy Kimmel, a man with no talent and very poor television ratings, on the air? Why do the TV syndicates put up with it? Also, totally biased coverage. Get the bomb off the air.
You think Jimmy Kimmel's in his head? Now, this is both worrisome for our democracy and kind of a guilty pleasure watching this mental skin tag implode. Because Kimmel has this guy cold, and he knows Trump's weaknesses and slams him hard every time.
We are carefully following the path of Hurricane Epstein right now. It is a Category 5. It's expected to make landfall sometime very soon. We are now one step closer to answering the question, what did the president know and how old were these women when he knew it? Yesterday, both the House and Senate voted to release the long-withheld files related to a man who considered himself to be Trump's closest friend for more than a decade, the late sex criminal Jeffrey Epstein. The vote in Congress went 427-1. It was such a landslide, Trump might actually be able to rebury the Epstein files under it. The Senate today sent the bill to the White House. Now, usually when Trump gets a bill, he declares bankruptcy and doesn't pay it. But this one, he's going to have to sign, or at least he says he's going to sign it, which means there's about maybe a 12% chance he will. Trump hasn't been this nervous about signing something since Don Jr.'s birth certificate. And he's not the only one. Speaker Mike Johnson, who shut most of Washington down for like 2 months to try to avoid this. Very upsetting to the Speaker of the House.
I'm deeply disappointed in this outcome. I think, I've been at the state dinner. I don't know. I was just told that Chuck Schumer rushed it to the floor and put it out there preemptively. It needed amendments. I just spoke to the president about that. We'll see what happens.
This is what leadership looks like.
So can Trump pull ABC's license? Can he force Kimmel out? You don't get it, do you? If Trump orders Brendan Carr, this hack and his head of the FCC, to take ABC off the air, who's going to stop him? Mike Johnson, Ted Cruz, SCOTUS? Trump has the U.S. military in the streets of our country right now, rounding up people based on the color of their skin. And he's tweeting shit like this: seditious behavior, punishable by death. It's so bad that members of Congress put together this video to encourage the military to ignore Trump's unconstitutional orders.
Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals
against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath. You can refuse illegal orders.
But Jimmy Kimmel isn't backing down.
I don't get it. They just blindly defend him. They don't know what's in those files. They're taking his word for it. They're taking the word of someone who paid a porn star $130,000 and claims he didn't do anything with her. Even if Trump keeps his promise and signs the bill, we don't know whether the Department of Justice will actually release all the files or if they'll be tied up in investigations, specifically investigations Trump orders to keep them tied up in investigations. And that is where things will get interesting.
All of this forces a not so scholarly review of the First Amendment, which Trump obviously believes he can thwart. If not by literally shutting Kimmel down and possibly having him arrested, well, through other ways. For example, Warner Brothers is up for sale, and the White House wants Paramount Skydance to acquire them. You see, Warner Brothers owns CNN, and Larry Ellison, primary stockholder in Paramount, and also Trump's pal, has discussed with Trump potential programming changes at CNN. Ellison told Trump if he's allowed to purchase Warner Brothers, he could see possibly axing some of the CNN hosts whom Trump has said to loathe, like Aaron Burnett and Brianna Keilar. The truth is, Kimmel, Seth Meyers, Colbert, and Jon Stewart are not Democratic shills. They've all been equally tough on Democrats who deserved it. But no Democrat has ever done this, and no Democrat has ever been this mentally ill. What's next is this. While Trump is issuing violent threats to Democratic members of Congress and even former allies like Dairy Queen, Trump is attacking comedians. Do you see how fucked up that is? But granted, they are eviscerating Trump's attempts to make himself seem strong and authoritarian.
Bloated and fat and disgusting.
Now, while all this is happening, in the background, Americans are learning that their president is hiding his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Even in the light of this overwhelming vote by Congress, you know these files won't be coming forth. And people are coming to the conclusion that Trump participated in unspeakable acts against children.
In the wake of questions and allegations about Donald Trump's behavior towards women, ET discovered this footage in our archive, which we provided to CBS News.
Soon. Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
And while Fox News and the little twats like Stephen Miller have his back, the rest of the country is beginning to understand the depths of Trump's depravity. And across the world, the question is, who's ready to stop him?
Goddamn right. Go fuck yourself.
I think the president is definitely f***ing Satan.
I kept my underwear on.
I'm very excited about that.
They know how to get to me. They had what?
Who you talking to?
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Tick-tock.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
So this is the guy that peddles in garbage.
I'm Chip Franklin.